what crypto exchange has partnered up with Elon Musk and Twitter, and how they have a plan to get rid of the bots. Welcome everybody to OG Crypto and NFTs. Every day we go over the latest news, the latest and best news in the crypto and digital assets, as well as NFTs. Now, before we jump into this, please smash that subscribe button. We are trying to grow this channel. We're going to make it one of the best 5 to 10 minutes in this industry. And we're going to go over real news and not slanted Bitcoin, Ethereum news. It's not about them. I'm here to show you what really is happening in the crypto world. So let's jump right into it. All right, so today it looks like CZ said he had wired over $500 million 2 days ago as part of the move. It says Binance CEO confirms participating in equity investor in Musk's Twitter takeover. This is great. This is great news for the crypto industry. We're now seeing that he's going to be part of making it a little slanted towards crypto, or at least giving a lot more adoption there that people can see it out there. There's so many people on Twitter right now. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of people saying they want to get off, and and there's quite a lot going on. But what I really like is that there's a plan here. I know that the second that Elon Musk took over, he fires anyone that's an executive over there. They've ran this company into the ground. The numbers, the quarterly numbers that they put out were ridiculously bad. Now, did he overpay for it? Possibly, but does he have a plan? Absolutely. And I'm glad that he's bringing in CZ on this. And so we continue to see this. It says Binance will help Elon Musk combat Twitter bots using crypto. Hey guys, this is a fantastic marriage. Anyone that's been on Twitter, they hate the bots. They just keep coming on over and over and over. And a lot of them is just, it's probably, and I'm just going to go and spitball out here. It's probably some of the people that work there, I think. And so the easiest way to troll people is that they know how to get around bots, and they actually control who and what could have responded. Today, I think that even though there's bots that are out there, I think the beginning of the bots and hopefully the end of the bots, or at least cutting them down significantly, will happen. And I'm so glad that CZ is kind of involved in this. It's really cool. Next article, it says payment giant Visa files trademarks for crypto wallets and the metaverse. Everyone's just jumping into this. Everyone realizes this is the future. We every day come here, and I know that my partner Emi, she really is surprised every day that something new happens. Now, she'll report more on fashion, NFTs. She'll report on more adoption, crypto adoption with fashion and the space that she really likes. But this is kind of crazy. We keep seeing it. I know Visa a long time ago, I think, bought a Cyberpunk, when they were cheap at 50,000 or 100,000 or 150. I don't even remember what they were. But, I think they bought one just to say, hey, we're here, we're in crypto. But now they're starting to see that they have trademarks. They want to trademark their company, and they want to see it going forward. Now I'm hoping that this financial technology can come in and really help Visa out here and make them, cut their fees down, cut their fees to merchants, and that merchants can actually pass on those savings instead of charging you extra for goods and services, that they can cut it down. And we're going to see fintech really take over at Visa and MasterCard and all these online credit card companies. Next article, and this is an older article from a week or two ago. I didn't report on this, but I want to really look at this space. Right now, I think that the gaming space has been just a complete train wreck. I know there's some influencers out there that all they can do is talk about gaming. To me, gaming is 15 minutes of fame and it's gone. It's Andy Warhol stuff. I don't know about the future of gaming, but I think that the next 24 months is all going to be the same thing. You're going to get the next hype token, next hype game come out. It's going to crash and burn after 3 months, 4 months. And then it's just nowhere to be found. It doesn't have lasting proposition. And I think the majority of gamers right now still have that stigma and negativity out there of NFTs or the crypto space. They think it's a scam. Most of the younger generation that I've talked to, the Gen Zs that are out there, I went out to, in the last 12 months, I've been into different arenas where I would talk to the youth, And they all said the same thing to me. Hey, crypto's a scam. I bought Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah. And I listened to this influencer or that influencer. You know, I went to, about a year ago, I went to a sports collectible convention, the largest one in the United States, actually probably in the world, in Chicago. And I just talked to so many of them, and they were definitely into crypto, but they had all bad experiences with crypto. And they were like, man, I just, you can't time it right. And there's so much going on that you either have to be all in it or you have to be not in it. One of the two, because you will get wrecked. I agree. Here, and this is Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity is the largest, metaverse game of all time. Period. No questions asked. I think it topped out about $9 billion at one point. Axie Infinity NFT game loses 62% of players in 1 year. It was a play to earn. I think there's so many play to earns out there right now. It's kind of divided up. I mean, it's kind of watered down at this point, and it's so watered down that I really feel that there's a lot of issues happening. Number one, I think energy across the world is a problem, and getting, connectivity is a problem. So in third world countries, or countries that were poor, a lot of people would be playing these games because they receive tokens for them winning on a daily basis, and they take those tokens and then convert those tokens into their currency. And, so that was something pretty big for them. But I think it's watered down. And now because of energy issues across the world, I think that is the two factors. Now, do I see gaming at one point being huge? Absolutely. But I think that, gaming is just so far out at this point. You're not seeing any big players really come in and bring their big games. They might dip their toe in it, but at that point, they're not really going to go head first. And the second they do go head first, it's just going to take a year or more to absolutely get something up and running. And then they got to see whether their gamers are out there going to accept it or not, or they're just going to keep the status quo on what they're playing right now, like Call of Duty or, those things, EAS Sports, stuff like that. So I really feel that we're in the gaming side of things. I think even though people are building, they're building for 15 minutes of fame. That's it. It's the people get in early, make the money. Then by the time it starts to get some momentum, you got all the hypesters out there that are talking about it. And by the time the hypesters are out there, the early adopters dump all their coins, and then the thing goes to nothing. And there's always another one right around the corner that's going to be the next latest and greatest thing. It isn't going to stop. So really, who do you want to put your money into? Well, for me, I think I'm putting my money into what's happening in the world right now is a financial crisis. Fintech, crypto is where I would put money at right now. If you guys want to know more about what I like, I'm going to kind of go over the next few weeks about some of the coins and some of the companies that are really on the leading edge, but I just don't think gaming is with us right now. This is another very interesting article that came out. This was yesterday, actually. It says Cryptopunks gain notoriety in the latest Genesis Book of Records. Now, I mean, if you actually know what the Guinness Book of World Records are, it's a lot of like kind of needless records that are out there. It's more like, it's the fun moments in which you can get together and try to create a world record and be in a book and be excited about it. I think, 20, 30 years ago, this was an exciting thing. Today, it's just, the older generations carrying the torch for it. But I kind of like that the idea, what they did here, and I think they had to pivot themselves. It says CryptoPunk, and this is the world record they're talking about is the NFT that went for the highest amount of money ever. And if I look at this, it says, according to Guinness, CryptoPunk 5822 represents the most valuable NFT collectible in existence after it sold slightly before the markets turned sour in a distant realm in February, a whopping 8,000 ETH. Now, it's kind of funny because ETH at the time was in the 3,500s. Today it's at 1,500. If this guy converted ETH into something else other than just, outside of ETH, if he converted to USDC or stable coin or even fiat, though our fiat's kind of losing about, 15, 20% annually now. Thank you. but this is kind of crazy. $23 million for a CryptoPunk, a static, NFT. So I think it's cool that it just gets more, adoption out there. People are hearing about it. Overall, sometimes it sounds like people are bragging in our industry. Hey, I got in, I got lucky, I got one. And then I turn around and sell for millions of dollars. And, I was in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. So good for him. Great. But yeah, sometimes it does come off as bragging, especially Bored Ape Yacht Club and other big blue chip companies. Well, thank you guys very much for joining me today. Let's see if I can click over to this, which I'm not. Thank you guys for joining me today. If you have any comments, please leave them below. Do me a favor, hit that like button. I'm going to give you the best 5 minutes in digital assets and NFTs on a daily basis. Some of this stuff you'll never even will hear about, or others you'll hear days and days later. I'm excited about some of the things that are happening here on Twitter. It is, Twitter Independence Day today. Everyone's kind of celebrating on there. People who want to leave can leave. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. That's the freedom that we have here in the United States. But I really like that, CZ from Binance has really put a lot of money into this. And I'm glad he's going to help out, Elon Musk. Obviously, Elon Musk has bigger and better things to do for mankind. Let's make some more, Model S's and Model 3s, and let's get them out there on the road, and let's help the environment, and let's help energy costs go down. But ultimately, a lot of good things are happening in crypto. I will see you back on Monday. We wish the best for Emi, as well as a safe trip. She'll be back on Tuesday here on OG Crypto. Otherwise, guys, you take care and have a great day.